Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about something they ain't talking about. And that's about what Mike D'Antoni actually said last night. A lot of you guys didn't know there was a lot of static between James Harden and Mike D'Antoni from the Houston Rockets. Now, with Rubio being out, Mitchell ran the point, which made it more dangerous than any time ever on the court. With him running the point, they had to adjust defensively as to what they were going to run, as far as they're used to Mitchell shooting. So when Mitchell was distributing the ball, they were just like blown away because they thinking this kid's finna go up to score because he's young and that's what he's been doing. He was getting everybody else involved. And by him getting the ball to these guys in their shot pockets, you know, they were getting off, and Houston was very lackadaisical as far as getting up on the defense and everything else. So when they were lackadaisical to getting up on the shooters and all of these different things, and you know, wasn't closing the gap fast enough, and they got down early because of it, D'Antoni was kind of, you know, getting on the guys. Like, hey, you guys need to, you know, step it up a little bit. You know, like, and they came back. You know, they got focused, woke up, and got back in the game. They actually took the lead. So the game got away from them in the second half. And the problem where the game got out of hand is when you see what's his name? Josh. I'm trying to think. Who was that? In the second half, when they start going back to penetration, dribble kick, making the extra switch, you know, they had the backman. I can't think of that guy's name. He kept hitting threes all night. They kept finding them in the corners, and they wasn't rotating, and they were rushing into their offensive sets and just settling for quick threes and pump fakes, and they were allowing themselves to be extra physical on James Harden and making him uncomfortable. And Harden has a habit of getting angry, and when he gets angry, he started, you know, lashing out. And what I mean by lashing out, I mean he gets to the point where he starts, you know, getting mad and throwing the ball and at the referees. He's not getting the calls. He's bumping into people. And he starts shooting air balls. He starts forcing it. So Mike D'Antoni was telling him, we can't mentally get out of the game. In the timeout, Harden wasn't even listening to him. A lot of people didn't catch that. But he was like, we need to learn how to deal with things mentally. He felt the team mentally collapsed under the pressure. And that says a lot about your team, which is the best record in the NBA. Y'all are the number one team. And you fold under mental pressure. Your head coach tells you the team felt like the team buckled under mental pressure. You're basically the MVP of the league, James Harden. You can't allow that to happen. And what did he do? He tuned out the coach. And he went out and had a great game individually, points wise, but it isolated everybody else. And when the points mattered and they needed a defensive stop, nobody was in sync. Nobody was communicating on the court. People were forcing up shots. And the guy that they got to really be the coach of the floor, CP3, he was out there being out point guarded by a rookie. Hey, it happens when you get older. But he was out there like, I'm going to play the background and let Harden run the show. And that was a mistake. You don't do that. Not at this level. You got to know, I need to take over from here. Because he ain't got it tonight. I need to pick it up. Mentally, he's shutting down. This is why they brought you here, for your veteran leadership to alleviate these responsibilities off of James Harden's back, because he's proven over the past years he's not that guy. When he mentally shuts down, he's mentally shut down for a series. It don't get better. If you get physical with him and you get up on him and make him uncomfortable, he will shut down. He will start throwing up shots. He's isolated everybody else. He gets really frustrated, and he's not a guy who knows how to play through frustration and be successful. That's where the other guys normally bail him out at. And before, the whole team would just collapse like a bunch of dominoes when that happened. It's CP3's job, and D'Antoni has just put it out there so that the world would know. We mentally collapsed. Now you got a guy who's finna be the MVP of the league, and you don't using words like mentally collapse. He mentally shut down. Now go back and watch the highlights or the game again, and you'll see it. You'll see he mentally collapsed. He could not deal with the physical pressure of the game. Now, will they bounce back? Of course. But this is what happened when you take a team lightly, you beat a team by like 20 or 30, and you just, to Harden, it just don't matter. Like, he's not really caught into, like, I want to win a championship. He's not one of those guys. He'd rather get the money for playing the game, really. I mean, seriously, he would love to win. He wants to win, but it's not his main focus in life. If they win, that'd be great. If he lose, we play again next season. You know, it's just a game to him. So he don't have that Kobe-itis or Jordan-itis. He's a great player offensively, but he's not that. He don't have that part in it. And on that note, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Peace.